Hey guys, Rich from Richmond Gaming. Hope everyone is doing fantastically well. The treats this week just keep on coming. As those of you on the community site of YouTube may have already seen, I went and collected two things today. In fact, three things today. One of them you can see behind me, just here. So this is the pile of giveaways that we have going on the channel at the moment. But I also got my hands on these two as well. So we've got CP62, Miss Marvel. Brutally honest, not a character I can see myself playing with too much, so we may open her up at some point, but for now she's going to one side. But the one that I am really looking forward to is the Hulkbuster CP52. I just think the model looks absolutely amazing. So again, as we've done with some of the other bigger characters, I thought, why not? Let's do an unboxing and let's take a look and see what's in there. I'll then make the model up and I'll give you my views on what I think about it. So let's head over to the other camera. So here we go then, guys. CP52 Hulkbuster, and as we can see there, we've got the little Iron Man with him as well. It's obviously got the blurb on the back and everything else. We spoke about this in the community tab the other week, or the other day even. We were talking about spoilers, because there's been a little bit of controversy, shall we say, around this one. They were delivered to some stores here in the UK, and I believe there was talk of them not being able to sell them until January. We had a similar issue with Angela and Enchantress, but obviously for people that have pre-ordered them, for stores that have bought them, they don't want to be sat on stock for 3, 4, 5 months sometimes, so I managed to get hold of it. Really interested to see if there are any options in here. I've got a sneaky feeling it's going to be just what we get, but let's have a look at what is in here. So interestingly, they are not using the new style of card yet, so they're still the old style of card. And if anyone hasn't seen the Hulkbuster yet, it's quite unique in that it does have a flip side, but its flip side is the little Iron Man. So the idea is that it's Iron Man in the Hulkbuster outfit, but in his Iron Man outfit. And then there is an option, there is a way of being able to flip it back round. So if you do get dazed as such with the Hulkbuster, you flip over to Iron Man, but then if you get enough power, if you look here, you can see 10 power, you do get to go back to the big Hulkbuster. 6 threat, it's a commanding piece on the board. Not entirely sure it is worth the threat level at the moment. We get some tactics cards in here as well. First of all, unaffiliated fall back. When an allied character is attacked, before damage is dealt, it may spend 2 power to play this card. This character may advance short away from the attacking character. What's most interesting on this is that is rescue that is on the card art there. So that's very, very interesting. And for me, the star of the show with this is the Helios Laser Bombardment. I've already had 30 plus dice on this one. I think this one card makes Tony Stark in any form very, very viable, taking into almost any list, especially with the new rules that you can have 10 cards now as well. So let's have a quick look at the instructions then. And the first thing that strikes me is, well, first of all, there's no options on the Iron Man side of things, which is what we would expect. But this is, not including the base, only 8 pieces. Now you think back to assembling that Iron Man from the first core box, or think about Star-Lord or any of the early characters. This would have been 2 pieces for the head. Each arm piece would have been at least 2, maybe even 3 for the arm, shoulder pieces. So they have come on a huge amount in terms of how they are building these models and the molding techniques and things like that. So kudos to Atomic Mass Games for that one. But then let's take a look at the other side. This is the one where I am interested, and looking through it looks like, unfortunately, there are no options. Yeah, looks like there's no options for this one at all, which is it's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have had some alternative options there, but we'll see what can be done with it. I don't mind the pose. I think it's pretty good. It's very, very dynamic. So first of all, then, so the whole of Iron Man is on this one sprue. So we've got, as you said, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 then with the rubble. So 9 with the base. And yeah, the quality now of these is so much better than when they first started out. The level of detail, and yeah, really, really excited. I've got a plan in mind for how I'm going to paint these. So yeah, and then this is what we get with the Hulkbuster. So, you know, as you'd expect, quite a lot of pieces there to put together. And then we've got the standard 4 bases that we get, 4 small bases, and then obviously 1 large base as well. So yeah, that's everything we get in the box. I'm going to go away now and put the model together, and then come back, tell you guys what I think, show you guys the model built up, and then probably over the next, well, probably not next week, because next week we've got our streamathon happening, but maybe the week afterwards we may even do some live painting on stream again, a little bit like what we did with Dormammu. So I'm going to jump away. I will see you back in mere seconds. For you guys, I don't know how long it'll take for me, but I'll see you guys back soon. Well, here we go, guys. That probably took about 45 minutes or so to put together completely. This guy went together very, very quickly, as you'd probably imagine. Just 7 pieces, everything slotting really, really well. He's actually a lot more stable than I thought he was going to be. That piece there, because it's one solid piece from his leg all the way down, and then there's sort of a little hook in the bottom there. Very, very solid. That's not going anywhere. This one was a little trickier, particularly around these pieces here. I think all in all there was about between 35 and 40 pieces in total. I am going to have to go round with some green stuff. Most definitely. There's a couple of pieces here that just didn't quite fit in together. The base itself just doesn't sit flush along the bottom there, so I will be going around with some green stuff and just filling those in. But what an absolutely beautiful model this is. It is so, so nice. And for everyone worried, you know, is it going to stand upright? Absolutely no issues there whatsoever. Not much room, I think, in terms of doing any sort of conversions. Everything's pretty much stuck in place. But once again, the number of pieces that this is, if AMG had have made this a year and a half ago, it could have been 100 pieces. It's, you know, it's that detailed. But yeah, around 40 pieces in total. I still need to go around and pull off all the mold lines. Although, to be honest with you, the mold lines are not very noticeable on this at all. I still like to go around and check and make sure that they're all off. For anyone wondering what I am using for gluing models together, I have recently moved to and can 100% recommend Tamiya Extra Thin Cement. It's a brush that you get. So I used to use the Army Painter stuff, I used to use the Citadel stuff, and I just used to find it went everywhere. I then used the little Revel bottles where you push and it comes through out of the little metal kind of straw, and that was really good. But again, it would be clogging up all of the time. Literally with this stuff, I must have put together over 100 models, and this is, you know, I've used maybe 2% of the entire thing. Very, very thin layer on both sides of where you're doing, or both sides of the pieces that need to be stuck together, and hold them together for 5 seconds, and it bonds it so, so well. Much, much better than super glue, guys. For anyone that doesn't know, general rule of thumb, If it's on a sprue, use plastic glue. And it's even what's holding it on the base here as well. So we've used that on the base. I used to use super glue on the bases, but this stuff just works so well on the bases as well. So yeah, really happy. This is a super model. Definitely, it may be better than Dormammu for my money. I think the pose is really good. The level of detail and just the depth of the detail. I remember the original Iron Man, and it was so difficult to get the detail on him because the detail just wasn't deep at all. And this is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. We are going to try a full non-metallic metal paint job on this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it or not, but that's what I'm going to go for. I figure with a model like this, let's push myself and see if we can see if we can make it look really good. I think we're going to stick with the traditional red and gold. I don't see any reason. I did think about going black and gold potentially, but I think we're going to stick with the traditional red and gold. But yeah, as I say, really happy with this. I'm just, it's such an amazing model. And guys, remember, I have another box here. So how can you win this box? Well, we are doing our huge streamathon running at the end of October. So to be part of that, you just need to turn up on the day, and just by turning up and watching, you'll be helping, you'll be contributing towards the Candlelighters charity. However, to our sponsors, the guys at Elysium Wargaming, the guys at Leodis Games, Blackgate Games, Coggo 2, Union County Gaming, we've got some fantastic giveaways. So we're still waiting for some others to turn up, but this is one of the bigger prizes that we've got on the evening. We've also got the Initiation League, the old organised play kit. These are so difficult to get hold of, and even though Captain America's card is being changed, for those that played on TTS, you may have seen these in the past, but these are some alternative cards that we've got. So front and back there, so Captain America, First Avenger, and then we've got Red Skull, whose card isn't changing. So this is still an up-to-date card. And then again, some artwork on the back. So we've got a whole bunch of these to give away as well. We've got some dials from Coggo 2. We've got a ruler set. We've got some tokens. We've got some gift vouchers, and we've also got a Dormammu, very kindly donated to us by the guys at Union County Gaming. So yeah, some super prizes for the event. Now, how can you win those prizes? Well, we are running a Just Giving page, and it's really simple, straightforward. Make sure you head over to the Just Giving page. There'll be a link down in the description below, and donate anything from £5 upwards, and you're going to get a number of entries into each of the prize draws. £5 gets you 3, £10 gets you, I think it's 8, and it goes up and up and up. You'll see there's a post on Facebook, but I'll put the details in. And then randomly throughout the night, as we hit certain thresholds, we're going to be giving away certain prizes. You don't need to be online and watching it to be able to win. So just doing that beforehand. And again, guys, it's for a fantastic charity. So anything that you can give really helps. But if you want to be in with a chance to win a Hulkbuster, to win a Dormammu, to win some of these other fantastic prizes that we've got, make sure that you head over to that Just Giving page. And the last piece I will say is make sure you use your name on there. You know, your Facebook name, for example, so that I can make sure that I can track who's got how many entries. But also, if you do win, make sure that I can reach back out to you as well, because I will tag you on Facebook. So yeah, head over there, guys, take a look at that. Join me on the 28th, 29th of October. It should be a good laugh. 18 games back to back, all 1.5 hours long. So yeah, really looking forward to it. So there we go, guys. That is the Hulkbuster. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It is an amazing model. I don't know if we're going to see any different on here, but what an absolutely beautiful model that is. Guys, head over, hit that Just Giving page, support Candlelighters. They're an amazing charity. Again, a shout out to the sponsors who have helped make this a little bit more interesting and hopefully giving people even more of an incentive, not that you would need one, to partake in this as well. Let me grab my microphone. And as always, guys, it leaves me with just enough time to say stay well, keep safe, and until next time, bye for now.